Okay, it is game on, baby. Here we go. So we've now met the chemo guy. He's the guy that makes all these different beautiful concoctions of chemotherapy. We've met the colon guy. Interesting fact that my primary cancer started in the colon, but then metastasized to my liver. But the colon was actually the easiest bit to fix. And then we've met the liver guy a couple of times to go through what's going to happen there. I've had a battery of new tests and scans done. We've had PET scans. Who the hell's Pat? Pat Butcher, EastEnders, if anyone's that old. We've had PET scans done, MRI scans done, CT scans done, brand load of new bloods have been done. We're making sure everything's where it needs to be, so we can go through with this. I've come off chemotherapy now, so there's no more chemotherapy because I can't have any chemotherapy in me because that's going to affect the anesthetic. So I've come off that now. So now my appetite's fully back. I'm eating like a pig, like a child. It's all over Christmas, so we're having a nice Christmas again. Far cry different from the last Christmas that we had. Completely and utterly, totally different. Where I couldn't eat anything, now I want to eat everything. So it's nice. I mean, you could say, well, this is such a lovely Christmas because this is going to be my last Christmas, but no, we're not those type of pessimists. So this is all leading up to some good stuff now. So we now have the date. The surgery is set for February. So for the next 6 weeks, like I said, no chemo. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling good. I'm ready. I'm positive in my mind. I've got the mindset that this is going to work. I know it's not going to be easy, but I'm strong enough to take what they're about to dish out to me. Like I said, it's a dual surgery. As one doctor's working on the colon, the other doctor's working on the liver, and they're going to do it all at the same time. I did have one request from the colon surgeon. I did ask specifically if there is any way I cannot have a colostomy bag at the end of this surgery. Please do what you can not to give me one of those. You could say it's vanity. I've got people that follow me on Instagram that have colostomy bags. That nothing against it. Very brave people to go with that, and I know it's not easy for everybody. I don't. Part of it's vanity on my side of it, if I'm being totally honest. But the thought, because I know my nan had one, the thought of what it meant to have a colostomy bag scared the hell out of me. I just didn't want it. I just didn't want it. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. I can't say anything else more than that. I did not want this colostomy bag. So I asked him if there's anything you do. He said, well, look, there's obviously a chance. The chemotherapy has worked so well that it has shrunk it down a lot. I will do my level best not to give you a colostomy bag. If you do have to have one, it will be reversible. But look, I'll go to bat for you and do what I can to make sure you don't have it. So my biggest fear at the moment is having a colostomy bag. I just don't want that thing at all. But what will be, will be. We'll see how it goes out. So January flies by in the blink of an eye, and we're there. We are at the day for the surgery. So me, Belinda, my uncle, Sandy, we travelled down the day before. I'm not allowed to eat anything from midday on the Saturday. Surgery was set for the Sunday morning. So midday Saturday, I wasn't allowed anything to have, anything to eat. You can imagine what I was given to take. That bowel prep, warm vomit, god awful stuff to, how do we say this nicely, clean your system out. Boy, does it do that. I'm not going to go there. It's fucking gross. But anyway, I was given that, and then I was having, Belinda made me this beef, like not beef gravy type drink, but something that I could drink that had a bit of flavour into it. So it wasn't just hot water or something like that. So we went to a hotel. I stayed in the room while they went down for dinner because I really didn't want to be around food because I was even though it'd been like an hour, I'm starving hungry. And I think it's the thought in your brain, knowing that you can't have food, that you want every bit of food now that ever existed. I'd eat it all at this stage, and it only been an hour. So, yeah, so I stayed in the room and drank this bowel prep stuff, which was, like I said, the only way I could describe it is warm vomit, and you have to drink 2 pints or 2 litres. Any more than a thimble's too much, but it was either 2 pints or 2 litres of this crap I've got to drink, and it worked nigh on instantly. So thank God there was a bathroom nearby. And that's it. That is the prep ready for the Saturday. So the next video, I'll go into the operation. Interesting things with that one. So I'll go into that in the next video.